Welcome back to Zone Zoomer. In the last episode, we stood around for 10 days doing forestry events until 60 woodcutting, trained firemaking to level 60, and killed some skeletons and loads of zombies until we got some gear upgrades. Now we can finally go to a new chunk that I will be picking on my own. So I've been thinking about which chunk to pick, and for a moment I was wanting to pick Central Falador because we would get a bank here. The tasks are not so bad, there's plenty of tasks, but there is one task which is to get 40 smithing. Doesn't sound too bad, but seeing as my only mining spot is the Remington mine, and then I could either run all the way to the bank to bank the ores, which wouldn't be great, but I could go to Port Sarim bank deposit box, and then of course smelt it from the bank in the furnace in Falador. But the most XP would come, of course, from smithing items on an anvil, and the anvil is in the Draenor sewers, where I just spent quite some time, and that is really far from the bank. So for now, I will still not pick Falador. Sadly, I would really like to though. And I just think after this crazy chunk that was North Draenor, which at first didn't seem too bad, it would be nice to have something, more chill. So the chill chunks that I'm seeing right now are this Dark Wizard's Tower, Draenor Manor, and this Lumberge Farm. But I think the best one to go to is Draenor Manor, because in the future we could then unlock Barbarian Village. It would be just nice to move somewhere else, not exactly in the Falador area. So I think I'm going to be picking Draenor Manor. The tasks are super simple, but I will have some extra time to train some other skills and just relax. So that is the chunk I'm picking, Draenor Manor. Calculate tasks to finish the quest, unearth the chicken and kill 4 different monsters. Pretty simple. That's 5 tasks, so that means we have 10 hours to play. I will use that time wisely, of course. So here we go. We have unlocked a new chunk, and we may go do some things in these 2 hours that we have before completing a task. While looking at other chunks, while trying to decide which chunk I want to pick, I looked at the tasks and requirements for the other chunks, and I saw that we need to do some farming, we need to do some crafting. So those are the things that I will do now, just use up these potato seeds. I think I'm gonna go and use up these few runes that I have, maybe also the chaos runes, because I can always just buy them. Banked the kite shield because it is so much more heavier than the square shield, and only slightly better than the square shield, so I kind of don't care anymore. I'm simply I just banked it. I need the space, and I'll be doing some crafting, I think to level 20, and maybe some cooking later. Need to go get my shears again, because I dropped them the last time I was done with 10 crafting. What I am afraid the most in the future is one of the chunks that unlock a knife. And once we've unlocked a knife, I will have to get 60 fletching. For now I'm free to play, but 60 fletching because of U-logs, to fletch U-logs, so that's going to be terrible. And I was actually surprised that this store doesn't sell a knife. Once we have a knife, which is a few of these chunks, it's this one, because I can go to here to Charter store sells knives, this one right here, and also Draenor itself. I think there's a knife somewhere there, maybe a store, but I think it unlocks fletching as well. And also this chunk where the ham hideout is, apparently there's a knife somewhere there, so this one is also 60 fletching. And I'm thinking maybe if I get the levels that I want to get, I will just chop trees and bank them at the deposit box for future fletching. If I get a bank, then I will have some logs in the bank already. It will be a bit faster. I won't have to chop and fletch on the spot. So to get to level 20 crafting, if we're just spinning balls of wool, it will take 1296 balls of wool. Oh my. That means I will have to do this route of walking to the spinning wheel and back around 87 times. Spinning ball of wool only gives 2.5 XP, so that's not a lot at all. I could, though, after that, go to the loom in the farm right here, and then loom these balls of wool into strips of cloth. I did that for a task previously. which uses up 4 balls of wool, and I would get 12 XP for that. I mean, it's not great, but it is 3 extra XP, but I don't know if it's time-wise, if it's worth walking all the way there and then walking all the way, you know, doing this circle. Rather, maybe I should just go back and forth. I don't know. I still have time, so I'll just think about it for now. Just achieved level 11 crafting. This is really, really slow. Currently getting like 700 XP per hour. But, you know, I think this is more bearable. This is nicer and more enjoyable than cooking eggs, scrambled eggs, because that is so click intensive. You are clicking all the time. But here I am mostly walking. It is a long journey to get to the spinning wheel and back, so this is more relaxing. Right, so I forgot that the use of loom, I think in general, is a members activity, and I am free to play, so I'm just gonna stick to spinning wool into balls of wool. If I want to do some cooking, doing scrambled eggs, I guess I will become a member, but for now I don't really need to. It finally feels good, like not really rushing towards a crazy goal like the 60 fire making or 60 woodcutting. I'm just like skilling, and this chunk really has no crazy goals. I just have to finish a quick quest and just defeat a few monsters. It's really like different from several previous chunks where I always had to rush for magic or money or runes or something like that. It's a little bit relieving. Alright, we just got 15 crafting, so in these 2 hours I got 5 levels, not too bad. Now the timer is almost running out, so we must go to the Draenor Manor. Too bad we can't cross it there. Have to go all the way down here. And we will complete the task of defeating a ghost, I believe. That's just the one I remember, that's the one I just checked, so we will go and defeat a ghost. Ugh, memories of this spot and this yellow square for fire making. Yep. I don't actually think we've been in the new chunk, so here we are. Unlocked a new music track, Spooky. I also got a genie random event. I'm not sure what to use the lamp on since I am free to play. Maybe magic or fire making. But here is our ghost. Let's defeat it. And the ghost has been defeated. That's great. They dropped nothing. And there we go. We can tick off the task, kill 1 ghost in the Draenor Manor. Well, it doesn't say that, but that's where it was. Ticked off. We have giant spider, skeleton, and a regular spider. I guess that's the baby spider. And then later on, complete Ernest the Chicken quest. And we also may reset the timer. But for now, I think I'm gonna go back to shearing sheep and spinning wool. Just train my crafting a bit more so that it's sort of out of the way for in the future when I need it. This might be the last hour or maybe 2 hours of crafting. I may later go either woodcut and bank logs or mine some copper and tin for the future of smithing as well. So just preparing for the future, you know. I don't really know what to do first. I don't know what's slower, mining and banking or doing this, because this is extremely slow. This is like, if I'm being efficient, but walking most of the time, it's like 600 XP an hour, 700 maybe, so that's pretty bad. I think I'm going to use the lamp on crafting since I kind of need the space anyway, and crafting is so far, I feel like the slowest skill to train. I mean, fire making at least is 20k an hour. This is really bad, so I'll just use it on crafting. And sorry, but we have unlocked 4 new music tracks, even though I actually have never walked into Varrock myself, but just wanted to see what we would get. An emerald. Alright, that's fine. We have 26 minutes until the timer ends. So I'm thinking of doing the task of completing the quest Ernest the Chicken. I hope 26 minutes is enough. I honestly do not remember how long it takes, but it is an easy task, easy quest, so I assume it should not take more than 10 to 15 minutes. I know we have to like run around there maybe. Maybe I'll preserve this run a bit. We'll get some GP, and I kind of don't want to leave it for later, so I just hope we have enough time. If not, I can just go and kill a giant spider or a skeleton or something else that is there on my task list. I'll talk to Veronica first. Pick up some fish food. Get poison. Use the poison on fish food to make poisoned fish food. Oh look, what do you know? Some free shears. Alright, and let's poison this fountain for whatever reason to retrieve a key, I guess, and a pressure gauge? I don't know. I'm foreign, okay? Whatever. I gotta retrieve this rubber tube that is guarded by a skeleton, which we later need to kill. It says I need to survive its hits. Oh, I think we'll be just fine. Oh god, I remember struggling with this quest back in the day when I was like 12 years old or something. This was like one of the first big puzzle quests. Even though it's such an easy quest, you know, it's a free-to-play, super simple quest, but we have several quests similar to this where you have to pull the correct lever. But now we not only have wiki, well, back then we also had wiki, but I actually didn't know about its existence at that age. But we also have quest helper that literally colors the levers for you. It highlights the levers for you, so it's much easier for a 12-year-old foreign child to understand what to do rather than pull lever or pull lever E in the northeastern corner. That's not that easy to understand. Okay, well, of course this quest was much faster than I remembered it being when I was a kid. So 26 or whatever minutes was plenty. I think I'm going to maybe spend that time just going upstairs training on some ghosts. Don't want to waste these 18 minutes for no reason, so I'll just gain some XP on these ghosts. Maybe at a later time I'll go train on those skeletons back in the drainer sewers, because they have a chance of dropping an iron axe, and that could be, you know, some slight help for the future training of fletching, which I have mentioned already, that once we unlock a knife spawn or shop, we'll have to get 60 fletching, so it would be much faster, well, not much faster, but slightly faster to chop with an iron axe than with a bronze axe. Oh wow, you can get beginner clues from these? What the hell? Let's see what we got here. Valador. Maze shop. 32 defense. Yay. Sheesh, 43 hit points and 51 combat. Look at us. Look at us. Okay, I think I'm done with killing ghosts here. Gone down to 16 HP, don't want to go even lower. And 6.5 minutes left. Let's just finish up this quest and reset the timer. I think this should be the end of the quest. He's the chicken! I can't believe he is the chicken! Ernest the chicken. A strange chicken. Indeed. Boom, and now it is Ernest the man. 4 quest points. Holy! And 300 coins. That is insane. 4 quest points? Wow. Our second completed quest, Ernest the chicken. And the first one was Witch's Potion. 2 quests completed, 5 quest points. From 2 quests only. Wow. I'm holding on to the beginner clue scroll. But if I go fight something, I will probably either juggle it or get rid of it eventually. Also didn't mention, in the previous 2 hours we got to 18 crafting. I am about 13% of the way to level 19. I may do a little bit more. It is very AFK as I'm playing my other account as well. Maybe probably do that until I regenerate my health, because I would like to go kill those skeletons. Maybe get an iron axe. That would be great. So I'll probably be doing that for a bit. Here we also are. We can tick off the quest, the task, complete the quest Ernest the chicken, finished, and reset the timer once again. Alright, I've regenerated my HP to full, and I will try to now kill the skeletons. I think I have to kill the armed ones with the weapon, and I'm actually happy now because I'm combat level 51, so they're not aggressive anymore. Wow, we got a bronze bar. That's good for my future smithing. Oh look, another iron mid helm. Interesting. Got 2 additional iron med helms from these few skeletons. I wish they were iron axes. Those are more rare though, so these are 1 in 20. The axe is about 1 in 64 or something, so it was expected, but you know. So according to the drop rate, I should be getting my iron axe in 4 more skeleton KC. So hopefully we get that. Are we getting it on the drop rate? No. I have 11.5 minutes left until we have to do another task, and I am about 24 balls of wool away from level 20 crafting. I just want to finish this level. It's crazy because it's just 60 XP. Like if I had another method available, this would be 1 action, but I have to do 2 full walks from the sheep to the spinning wheel and back 2 times to get 60 XP. Well, a bit more, but geez. This is so slow, but I'll be done with crafting and then I'll be able to do focus on other things during the other downtime that I have. I really didn't know what else to do, but since I saw that 20 crafting would be a requirement for the Falador, like central Falador chunk, and I really like that chunk apart from the smithing grind. I kind of just wanted to finish with this, and this has taken like what, 6 hours in total? It is pretty AFK. I'm able to play my other account. This walking part is really long. But yeah, it's just nice to have it out of the way soon. And whenever I get that Falador chunk, I won't have to worry about crafting. That will be done and I will be able to focus more on smithing. I'm also kind of happy I'm getting those bronze bars from the skeletons. Didn't get many, just like 3 or something. 3, yep. Everything helps because each bronze bar is 2 ores mined and then banked and then smelted. So actually saves quite a lot of time, I think. 20 crafting, perfect timing. We can now cut sapphires and craft sapphire rings. That is the task. If we unlock this chunk north of me, then we will have to make either cut a sapphire or make a sapphire ring. And I will obviously choose cutting a sapphire. In the task list, you can choose an alternative task. So that's the task I will be choosing most likely. I think I have a sapphire. I think I should have a sapphire. But it is 5 minutes until the time ends and we will be going to our new chunk and doing a task. I will very quickly bank these balls of wool because we may need them in the future for some sort of amulets, so I will simply bank them so I have them. No reason to drop them. I'm right next to the bank deposit box. Okay, and we're here. The task is to kill a giant spider. I thought it would take much longer than this, but we just one hit the giant spider, and that's great. That is just perfect. Here's the task. Kill 1 giant spider. Finish the task. Now we have 2 more to kill a skeleton and a regular spider. Before the spider task, I will go and recheck because it's supposed to be in the basement. I think we can access that after Ernest the chicken. I'm pretty sure, but I'll just go do that now after resetting the timer. Alright, so I've come here to check for the spider. I see some rats. Oh, and I see a spider. Okay, that's the one we will be killing next, most likely. But now let's leave this place and go kill some more skeletons and hope to get the iron axe. Ugh, I just got the iron scimitar. It is 1 in 128 and the iron axe is 1 in 64. Once again, getting all those 1 in 128s, just like with the guards, but instead I just need a 1 in 64 drop, so kind of sad. I feel like I should be doing this because the idea of chopping logs and then kind of banking them is not really that great because there are a few chunks that I could roll that will make me do 60 fletching, but that do not have a bank. So I will have spent all this time chopping wood and banking it when I have no access to it. Right now, I feel like I'm going to be focusing on these skeletons, trying to get an iron axe. It's not amazing, but it is better. 35 defense. It is better than a bronze axe a little bit. Is it even? I have to look that up. I think it is. And therefore, I will be chopping slightly more logs and also speeding up my fletching training. So I think this is the best thing to do right now. Finished with the crafting. Now kind of looking out for the future of my fletching grind. Okay, so I did look it up and iron axe for sure is worth it. It says that the success rate for chopping a log is approximately 150% that of the bronze axe. So even though it's just a slightly better, you know, in the tier, it's just the next upgrade, it will help a lot more. Oh my god, 1 HP. Who remembers this account being a hardcore? Good times. Okay. We're not doing that again. An emerald? Oh, come on. The monsters here in these sewers are terrible to me, as in good but also terrible. I cannot seem to get the most or more common items, but I keep getting the rare drop table items. This is so annoying. This is like my third or fourth gem from the zombies and skeletons combined. Oh my god. Every time I see an iron weapon dropped, my heart skips a beat. I feel like it's the iron axe, but it's not. Figured I would get rid of some items in my inventory, which is the runes so far. I don't know why I held on to these for so long. I really just didn't notice. But I can always buy the air runes and the mind runes, so I'm just going to use up these, especially chaos runes. I only have a few of them on these rats because I will almost always hit, so I'm not splashing like I would on the skeletons and zombies. And then I'll probably use the windstrike, get some magic levels and get 3 more inventory slots. I think that would be great. I can bring more chickens to these skeletons later then. 128 skeletons killed. Skeletons skilled or skeletons killed? Skeletons killed and no iron axe. We are double the drop rate once again, just like with the zombies. Nothing new here. Oh my god. I didn't even notice it because, oh my god, there it is. You know, it's because it doesn't show up on the floor with the white text, but oh my god, we got the iron axe. Oh, I'm so happy about that. I don't think I need the bronze axe at all. I will bank it in case. Who knows? Let me show you. I've killed 171 skeletons. But yeah, the axe is right there. Oh, and I've killed 2008 chickens. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, I'm so happy. I was feeling like I'm just never gonna get it, but here we go. Here we are, and we have it. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that we got it. Have to figure out what to do now. So I just got the zombie event. I got the shirt and boots. I will bank them, waiting for when I have the full outfit, and of course all the emotes. I have none right now, so that I can start getting XP lamps. And what I've decided to do now is I think I will be preparing for the future again. I will be going and mining copper and tin. Because as you know, if we unlock Falador, then I will need to get 40 smithing. So I better start doing this now. And about this, like, I'm not afraid to mine and bank the ores, because if we do unlock Falador, we have a bank. So I will be able to access my ores, unlike with fletching and some chunks. So I also emptied some inventory slots here. I think I'm just going to drop these mind runes and start mining copper and tin. Well, maybe I'll buy the air runes and just finish them off. Ah yes, the bots. Right. And here we go. I'll be mining tin and copper and then just banking it at the Port Sarim deposit box until we have to do another task, and then I'll have 2 more hours of this. I think this is a good idea. I'm not sure if I could be doing anything better. I could be thieving for GP, but I'm really hoping that really soon we can access Falador and get a bank. Draenor is very close, but I also saw that for some reason we need, like, farming. I don't know what level it was, 60 or something, for snapegrass. That is insane. That is really such a high requirement, so I'm trying not to get to Draenor Bank first. And as usual, we have a bronze tool, so this will take, as you can see, longer than it should, because we are 40 mining. So I've been mining tin and copper, and I calculated that to get to level 15 smithing, I need 127 bronze bars. That is with smelting and then also smithing them. Here I am, I finished with tin. Now I'm starting to gather copper, and we are just at a perfect time to go and also reset the timer with a task. So I'm heading to Draenor Manor right now, and we will be, I think, killing a skeleton. I'll try to kill that skeleton that is upstairs. Alright, we're at the Draenor Manor, and it is this skeleton that we dodged before. Oh. We need some key? Okay, well, never mind. We will be going for the spider downstairs then. Oh, damn, I have to look into that then. Luckily, we still have time. I'll just kill the spider downstairs. I guess it's from Ernest the chicken. Not sure where that is. Is that in the compost heap? Maybe. But we will kill the spider here. Where are you? Any spider will do, really. There we go. We've killed the spider with 2 minutes left. Great. Well, I'm glad I didn't leave the skeleton one for last because I didn't know you needed a key again. I thought I could just enter, but we've killed 1 spider, tick that off, and reset the timer, and we now only have 1 more task. I'll have to look into where to get that key again because I forgot. Okay, so I was right. You do get it from this compost heap by using a spade on it, but the wiki says that it's used during the quest. You keep it after the quest, which obviously I dropped, but I just hope I can retrieve it again. And we'll check that now because I will need it later and I just want to check it to not have any problems later. Okay, using the spade on the compost heap and Well, okay. So the wiki says right here, it is used to open the door to the room containing a skeleton and the rubber tube. It can only be obtained during the quest and is kept upon completion. Obviously, I didn't keep it because I need the inventory space. Okay, let me just try all kinds of things like talking to Veronica, talking to the professor upstairs, maybe talking to Ernest. But if not, then we may have to just cancel this task. Where even is Ernest, the chicken that no longer is a chicken? Like, he's not with Veronica. So I talked to Veronica and the professor up there, and they do not do anything. You can't get into this door. Well, I didn't see that coming. I also had no idea this would... I mean, obviously, that place is kind of obsolete after the quest. You don't ever need to go kill that skeleton. I guess we're finished with this chunk. I don't have enough. I can't go back and mine the copper that I wanted, but whatever. So yeah, we're finished with the chunk, I suppose. It's kind of, again, like the little bunny or rabbit task. This one's impossible to do. I'll just take it off. No reason to backlog because we literally can never get back into there, ever. Done. Okay, so the chunk is complete. Well, oh well. All right, well, I guess it's that time again where we can pick or roll this time a new chunk. I have selected here 9 chunks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are all the visible ones. We will not mess up this time. I am not selecting River Lum because there will be tasks over here and we can't really get there. We don't have the agility level, so no point. Well, I guess I could actually select this one. Oh yeah, diagonally. So 10 chunks. We can go to any of these 10 chunks. They're all walkable. This one is a big question because it is here at the docks, to which we can get from Port's Rim, but then that kind of is unfair to this dock because this dock takes us to Ardougne, and I have not unlocked or selected the RD chunk as an unlockable one. And that was because if I go there, I need 80 thieving, and I just know that will not happen. That is a very, very high requirement, and I just didn't do that for the sake of the series. I don't want to end it in, you know, 1, 2, 3 episodes. But this one, I think this one is sort of fair. This one is not that difficult. I mean, there is 60 fletching, so that's the harder one, but it's not that crazy. All right, so we have our 10 chunks. Let's roll 2 and see what we get. Ready? Because I am very excited, but I'm also very, very scared. I have no idea what is coming. Let's do it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, these are terrible, terrible chunks. Oh no, these are terrible chunks. Oh boy. Finally, a more relaxing chunk with loads of skilling activities has been completed. Too bad we lost those 2 hours at the end, but that's fine. The next 2 chunk choices are not amazing, but it is what it is. If you are enjoying this series, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!